He was out having fun. No big deal. It had happened before, after all. A few drinks that had turned into a few more, then sleeping it off on someone's sofa. Yet it was strange, wasn't it? To not even text. To just not come home at all. It wasn't until she was in the shower that she remembered the importance of the day's date. Wednesday the 26th. Luke's interview. The realisation made her stand stock still, the shampoo bottle poised in mid-air. Today was the big interview for his promotion at work. He'd been preparing for it for weeks. There was no way he would stay out all night before something so important. Quickly she turned the water off and, wrapping herself in a towel, went back to the living room to find her phone. Clicking on his number, she waited impatiently for the ringtone to kick in. And then she heard the buzzing vibration coming from beneath the sofa. Crouching down, she saw it, lying on the dusty expanse of floor, forgotten and abandoned. Luke's mobile. "Shit," she said out loud, and as though surprised, the pounding music above her head ended in abrupt silence. She clicked open her emails and sure enough, there it was, a message from Luke, sent last night at 18:23 from his work address. "Hey darling, left my phone at home again. I'm going to stay and work on stuff for the interview, probably be here till 8, then coming home. Want to have an early night for tomorrow. You're out with Zoe, aren't you? See you when I do. L. Kiss." An hour later, as she made her way up Old Street, she told herself to get a grip. He'd changed his mind, that was all. Decided to go for a pint with his team, then ended up carrying the night on. He couldn't let her know because he was phoneless. Nothing else to it. She would see him soon enough at work, hungover and sheepish, full of apologies. So why was her stomach twisting and turning like this? Beneath the April sky, grey and damp like old chewing gum, she walked the ugly thoroughfare, already gnarled with traffic, the brutal hulking buildings of the roundabout ahead, the wide pavements filled with commuters pressing on, clutching coffee, earbuds in, staring down at phones or else inward-looking, unseeing, as they moved as one towards the white-tiled station entrance, to be sucked in, then hurtled forward and spat out again the other end. The magazine publishers where they both worked was in the centre of Soho. Though they were on separate magazines, she a writer on a finance title, he heading the design desk of an architectural quarterly, it's where they'd met 3 years ago, shortly before they'd started going out. It had been her first day at Brindle Press, and eager to make a good impression, she'd offered to make the first round of teas. Anxiously running through everyone's names as she'd sloshed water onto tea bags and stirred in milk and sugar, she'd piled too many mugs on the tray before she'd hurried out of the kitchen. The mess when it slipped from her hands and came crashing to the floor had been spectacular. Scattered shards of broken crockery, rivers of brown steaming liquid, her carefully chosen first-day dress soaked through. Fuck! Fuck, fuck, fuck! It was only then that she'd looked up and seen him, the tall, good-looking man standing in the doorway, watching her with amusement. "Oops," he'd said, crouching down to help her. "Christ, I'm an idiot," she'd wailed. He'd laughed. "Don't worry about it," he said, then added, "I'm Luke." That evening, when her new team had taken her out for welcome drinks, she'd spotted him at the bar, her heart quickening as she met his gaze, his dark eyes holding her there, as though he'd reached out his hand and touched her. Now, as she approached her desk, the phone rang, its tone signalling an internal line, and she snatched it up eagerly. "Luke?" But it was his deputy, Lauren. "Clara, where the fuck is he?" She felt herself flush. "I don't know." There was a short, surprised silence. "Right. What, you haven't seen him this morning?" "He didn't come home last night," she admitted. There was another silence while Lauren digested this. "Huh." And then she heard her say loudly to whoever was listening nearby, "He didn't come home last night." A chorus of male laughter, of leering comments she couldn't quite catch, though the